Well, you must be a bit disappointed with that, really, Jimmy. It was a game of two halves. First half, we had the better of it, went 1-0 up. Hopefully, we were looking to build on that in the second half, but we never really got going and gave away a sloppy goal. And really, if it hadn't been for Andy Little, we could have lost that one, possibly.
Yeah, totally agree. We just looked like we lost. We ran out of legs second half. We lost our game plan. I thought first half we were good. We kept the ball. Didn't really work their keeper enough, but we kept the ball. We had a lot of possession, and we come in 1-0 up. And I was quite happy with that. But playing that way, we got to get players forward to support Elvis, and we started getting deeper and deeper, and we stopped turning teams and stuff like that. Stopped turning Eastleigh today, and we come off our game plan. But it looks a lot of tired legs there second half, but it's still not good enough. Second half, we got to play better, especially at home. We got to start turning these draws into wins because second half definitely weren't good enough.
Yeah, as you say, first half, we passed the ball very, very well, but we didn't really create that many opportunities, did we? And second half, you kind of hoped that Eastleigh would have to come out because they sort of set their stall up, hadn't they, with really 2 banks of 4, and you thought, right, we've got a goal up. They'll come out when we'll be able to exploit the space, but it never really happened.
No, it didn't. I mean, they matched us up. They come in and went 4-3-3, 4-5-1, whatever you want to call it, and they matched us up, and they didn't get the grips with the shape in the first half. Second half, they got in our faces, and we keep telling our back four that when you are under pressure, at times you must learn to put your foot through the ball and turn teams, and they still want to get it down and play. And I mean, don't get me wrong, we want to pass the ball, and but we got to pass the ball when we can, and at times when you can't pass the ball, that's when you have to put your foot through it and put it in the channels, and hopefully Elvis can run onto it, and we can get Moses and Jerome running onto things. But they were too deep. Moses needs to learn the role a little bit better. He's got to learn to stop giving the ball away in silly areas. And he's got to stop running with the ball all the time and stopping it and running it. He's got to appreciate his teammates around him, and we went through this about a month ago. Moses, in their final third, loses the ball and we get counter attacks. He's got to learn to look after the ball a bit better, and we weren't pleased with the second half, and but we just got to try. We've got to try and eradicate them silly mistakes. Joe Mack, who's we all know is going to be a good player, had an opportunity to put his foot through the ball, and he got caught in 2 minds, kicked the ball into one of their players, who then went on and took his chance. And it's a big learning curve for Joe. He's having to learn the hard way, and the gaffers had a right pop at him in there, but he's learning fast, and he'll get better.
Yeah, because the goal was disappointing, wasn't it? Tony Taggart had maybe caused 1 or 2 problems, and in fact Graham did on the other flank as well, and it just seemed to get a lot of time and space, and we sort of backed off, and before we knew it, he was in the box, crossing it.
Yeah, I mean, when you are under pressure, when the other team have got the ball, when you're under pressure, you want your fullbacks to tuck in, but Ricky went off, which was a big blow because he's really on his game at the moment. But Aswad still wants to go on his front foot when you defend him and leave spaces in behind him. And we keep saying to him, look, be in touch with your centre half. When we ain't got the ball and we got to defend, you need to cover your centre half. Not think he's going to win it all the time and then you break away, because it don't work that way. You've got to be around your centre half, and if he don't win the ball, or their player gets a flick, then you need to be covering. But and he leaves gaps sometimes. But he's we had a little word with him in the dressing room, so hopefully he'll get the grips of it.
And you mentioned that Ricky Inane went off. Looked like possibly a back injury or something like that. Do you know what the latest is?
Yeah, it's his lower back, but I think it's more to the point it's fatigue. I mean, I keep going on about it, but they are tired, them boys, and. I know Eastleigh's team are probably tired as well, but there's 1 or 2 in there that are really moaning about their legs and their backs, and we just got to patch them up and get them right for Saturday.
Yeah, we'll see another big game coming up on Saturday, and presumably you really want to try and turn around this home form, because we're drawing too many matches at the moment, aren't we?
Yeah, I mean, we're on a little run. We like being unbeaten, but. We do want to turn. You don't mind the odd draw here and there; it happens. But we want to turn them draws into wins, and that's the only way you're going to get up this league table. and you know, we're going to try and work hard to push up the table. You know, we are unbeaten. We're still unbeaten for about 8 matches, I think it is now. But you know we don't need to be told. We do need to turn some of these draws into wins, and you know, an extra sort of 4, 5, 6 points, and you know, we're in a lot stronger position.
Lovely. Thanks very much.
No worries, John. Thank you.